It's the Monday evening weather for Weather Geeks. Hey everyone, hope you had a good Easter holiday weekend. We had a stormy afternoon on Easter Sunday, but it led to a much nicer day today with a good deal of sunshine and warm temperatures as well. Let's get right to it this evening. We are roughly now halfway through meteorological spring, March, April, and May. And our averages, of course, are climbing quickly at this time of the year. Our average high on this date is about 60. And by the end of the month and the start of May, our average high will be around 65 degrees, on our way to 73 by the end of May and the start of meteorological summer on June 1st. So we're about halfway through spring, and not only are the averages rising, the pollen count is rising, all those springtime things are really kicking in now. I mowed on Friday. I need to mow already again here on Monday. It's growing like crazy out there with that strong April sun, and a little bit of rain helped as well over the weekend. All right, as we roll through the month of April, this is what it's looked like so far. Only 3 colder than average days. The first day of the month, the 7th and the 13th. Today's high 65, and for the month so far, 6 degrees above the average. All right, looking across the country this evening, we have some severe weather in parts of Texas with a little curly Q low spinning down there. Stormy once again on the west coast from California up to parts of Oregon and Washington. Even some snow in the higher elevations of the northern Rockies. Now here locally, we've had some high, thin cirrus clouds mixed with the sun, making the sky a little bit milky at times. And we'll continue to have a partly cloudy sky for a little while this evening as this last stream of clouds pushes in. But I think eventually we're going to get into this clear sky to our northwest, and it'll just turn out to be crystal clear later on tonight. Now tonight, with a clear sky and pretty light winds, it'll be a chillier night. These temperatures at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning might even be a few degrees too warm, generally 41, 42 at daybreak for tomorrow. But boy, off to the races tomorrow afternoon. These numbers are probably a touch low tomorrow afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a 69 and 70 showing up in many backyards tomorrow afternoon. Be a beautiful day tomorrow, thanks to high pressure off to the north and east. That high pressure zone gives us all the dry air and sunshine for tomorrow, with the wet weather staying in the southern Appalachians and into the Carolinas. And here's our next weather maker out across the upper Midwest tomorrow. Now that system, in a weakened state, will come east on Wednesday. I think it'll be a cloudier day Wednesday, but I've taken down the chance for rain on Wednesday. I don't think there's going to be much passing shower or two. It's going to kind of look like rain at times, but I don't think much is going to come out of the clouds Wednesday. Again, there can be a little wet weather, but I don't think it's a very wet day on Wednesday. All right, as we turn our attention to Thursday then, we're going to get firmly into the warm sector. Temperatures will soar up into the 70s on Thursday. I think it'll feel kind of muggy, especially by April standards. Dew points could get into the 60s on Thursday. And so we're going to prime the pump here for some thunderstorms by Thursday afternoon, because this cold front marching east is pretty strong. And even though you don't see much on the model here at 10 in the morning, I would expect thunderstorms to get going in this warm sector as we get into Thursday afternoon and perhaps Thursday evening. As we look at our atmospheric moisture here, by midweek it's on the increase. Those dew points will be coming up. It's going to kind of feel like summer. One of the first, I should say, truly humid days of the season coming up on Thursday. And this is a pretty tight gradient here of atmospheric moisture setting up across parts of the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, the Midwest. Here's our cold front right through here late Thursday. And the ingredients look pretty impressive here for the possibility of some strong to perhaps severe thunderstorms. This is still 3 days away, but already I want to start talking about this. The number one threat would be a damaging wind gust, but this could be a setup for some hail as well in any storms later Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. All right, I'm done with Easter forecast, so let's skip past this and talk about Friday and the weekend. Big cool down's coming behind this front. This is a pretty strong front. And so behind it, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, you'll feel the chill in the air. It's going to be a noticeably different air mass on Friday. Maybe there's a sprinkle at the start of the day. No big deal, generally speaking. As we get into the weekend, Saturday I think is your pick day. We're still dry this day, but modeling's pretty consistent, showing some rain trying to push in on Sunday. This is the GFS model Sunday morning, showing low pressure across the Ohio River and a pretty good chance to get wet on Sunday. It'll be a chilly day as a result. And behind that system, it'll stay pretty chilly, I think, into early next week, although we should dry out. All right, hot off the presses on this Monday evening, a fresh look at the European longer range forecast. Been talking about this cool down that's coming for early next week. Here it is. Starting late this week into the weekend, early next week, we're going to see a lot of temperatures in the 50s. That's below average for this time of the year, and we haven't had many below average days so far this April. This will then probably lead to a pretty good warm-up towards the end of the month. Here's the 7 to 14 day outlook and the 11 to 18 day outlook, looking very warm as we roll into the month of May. So our cool down lasts 3, 4, 5 days, and then it's probably followed by a pretty good warm-up as we roll into May. All these temperatures, of course, compared to average. Blue meaning cooler than average. Pardon me, the oranges are warmer than average. Longer range, of course, our confidence in any modeling goes down in the longer range, but it shows maybe kind of a retreat back to average as we go into the middle of May. And of course, as we get into the spring season and planting time, we always want to pay attention to the modeling when it comes to expected precipitation. Right now on the European modeling here, not much of a strong signal either way, moist or dry, for northeast Ohio and western PA over the next month. A drier signal from southern Ohio on south, but here locally, not much of a signal either way at this point. So don't have a lot of confidence in the next month's worth of precipitation based on this data and some other modeling as well, that will be dry or will be wetter than average. The odds are about the same that will be wetter than average, drier than average, or about average at this point. So not much forecast skill on the precipitation end of things for the next month as it stands right now. We'll see what future modeling shows. And for another edition of Weather for Weather Geeks, same time, same place here on this Facebook, Twitter, my weather blog, and our station website, and of course our Storm Tracker 21 app. I'll see you Tuesday evening for more Weather Geeks. Check out my forecast tonight on 21 News at 11, and have a great Tuesday night.